In this video, we're going to talk about Extrude Along Path tool. This tool can also be found in the modeling toolkit, where all modeling tools are collected together. You can notice that all parameters are identical, so I'll simply close this one and continue to work in here. In this tutorial, we will continue to work on the project that we've started in the previous video where we talked about Revolve. So if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch it first. And in the meanwhile, we'll get started. So I'm going to create an empty plane. And I'm also going to draw a mask. And this will be our path. Basically, Extrude Along Path works with two masks. I will also draw a second mask. And the second mask is the cutoff pattern. So if you select both masks and press Create Surface, the tool will extrude a triangular mask along the path mask. See the triangle cut? If we close the path, the model will remain the same. That's it. Very easy and simple. The first mask is extrusion path and the second one is shape. Okay, now let's practice. Alright, so what we have here is a ready-made scene that we were working on in the Revolve tool tutorial. And here, we'll continue and create a cup handle by using Extrude Along Path. Alright, so I'll go to the second projection scene. And as you remember, we've already generated position at the center of the cup. And since the handle is also in the center, we don't need to generate another position. So I'll just create new empty plane on exactly that spot. Okay? Now we need to mask the handle of our cup. Like this. Okay, the path is ready. Now let's draw the cutoff pattern. Also remember to deselect masks because otherwise it will keep on adding new vertices. Something like this. Okay, select both masks and create surface. Now let's make sure the model is in the right place. Maybe put it down just a bit. Okay, I think that looks great. So let's go to master scene. Okay, that's great. I guess we're done modeling. Now it's time to animate the camera. And of course, we could just put keys on position and point of interest of the camera and create animation that way. But what we often want is to make sure that the camera perfectly circles around the object. In this case, it's the cup. But to do that, we first need to make sure our cup is the point of interest of our camera. We can do this using Create Target that you'll find in the camera menu. We already have we've already generated position in the center of the cup in second scene. So now I'll just go to generate menu and select position from point from there. And there's our null object right on that position. I'll cut it, move it to the master scene, and then I'm going to select both camera and null and use create target. Here's a target. Now we can select it and click R to open rotation. Add key on Y and not so much. Let's set it to -3 or -2 maybe. All right, that's enough. Now I'm gonna go to the end of the comp and set rotation to 3. And make a pre-render. That looks nice. Okay, so we're done animating, but as you can see, we now have the cup image projected onto the table in the back. We want to avoid that, so let's fix it. So I'm going to move the handle, the crispy stick, and the cup over to the first projection scene. Cut them out and paste here. All right. All there's left to do now is delete the cup from the background image and also restore this white area here. So let's do that. I'm going to select second scene. I'll go to projection menu, projection image, and click edit. I'll increase canvas size and draw that missing part. Okay. And with clone stamp tool, I'm going to erase the cup and restore the edges. By holding Ctrl and dragging with a left click, you can increase or reduce selected area. So I'm going to take a sample and start drawing. I'm sure you've used this tool in Photoshop many times and you know how to work with it. It's basically the same thing here. You just take a sample and draw. All right, now we need to restore this shiny ball over there. Very nice. Now let's do the table. Also here. Okay, now let's restore edges real quick. And also that red thing over there. Good, I think that's enough. Let's take a look now. Well, looks like we're done. There's some artifacts left, so let's fix that too. To return to projection image, click here. Finish this area. Let's go back to master scene and let's see. Clearly, the white areas are gone and our projection is complete. All we have to do now is to blur the edges of the cup because they're too sharp otherwise. So select projection scene with the cup, go to utilities and apply blur edges. Good. So maybe increase the value a little bit. Let's pre-render and take a look then. I'll scroll up to see the preview buttons. Well, I think it looks cool. Only there's a bit of a problem. You see, the stick is projected onto the cup, and to fix that, we need to add one more projection scene. Place it on top of the rest, cut and move the stick to that scene, and erase it from projection image in the second scene. I'm sure you can definitely do it yourselves. Okay guys, I hope this tutorial was useful and now you have better understanding of how to use Extrude along path.